All right, everybody, so we got a 25 basis point interest rate drop the other day on March 12th. And I mean, I'll always welcome that in my portfolio, but I think as a real estate investor or anybody in business or really just anybody watching this, I think there's a lot bigger things that we need to be paying attention to and what this whole tariff war is actually gonna do. Now, will we actually become the 51st state? I'm not sure, but what Donald Trump is great at as a negotiator is he's gonna go asking for the sun, the moon, the planet, and all the stars, and maybe he'll just get one of those stars. But I don't think it's gonna be our country per se, but it's a lot of mess. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. And until this gets figured out, people are gonna be paying a lot more everywhere when it comes to everyday living. I'll give you some examples. Things like inflation is probably gonna start going up again. Unemployment's actually gonna start to probably climb because if you're anywhere associated to US manufacturing, your job is potentially at risk, okay? And the cities that I think are gonna be affected the most are gonna be border cities, because even if you look at how they manufacture a car and how many times the parts go back and forth over the border, so this is gonna affect cities like Windsor. I know there's a lot of manufacturing in like Guelph. So make sure that you're paying attention to those different things. And as a landlord, yes, there are gonna be some things that are gonna be tied more to the real estate market. Your biggest concern when you're placing a tenant is to make sure that tenant can actually pay their rent and that their job is not tied to anything that's gonna be more tariff based. Make sure that they have like a recession resilient type of a job and they're not necessarily in manufacturing that is more tied to the US, okay? So I like getting an interest rate drop anytime. I have a lot of variable mortgages, but I gotta tell you, there's a lot more going on that we should be concerned about with these interest rate drops in our economy.